Let's be honest, telling people your job involves watching television for a living gets you one of two reactions: a flicker of envy or a slightly patronizing smile. Oh, how fun, they say, picturing you lounging on the sofa, snacks in hand, living the dream. And sometimes it is. But like any job, it has its rhythms, its highlights, and the parts you quietly try to pass on to the new guy. For years, my professional TV watching career had a glaring, doily-covered blind spot: Antiques Roadshow. I'd managed to artfully dodge it, categorizing it in my mind as something that existed purely for rainy Sunday afternoons in my grandparents' house. It was a gentle, beige-colored corner of the television universe I had absolutely no interest in exploring. I was all about fast-paced drama and shiny new reality shows. Dusty relics and quiet, polite valuations? No, thank you. But then something started to happen. Little ripples from that gentle world started appearing in my own. I'd be scrolling through work, and these incredible headlines would pop up. A sketch found in an attic sold for a fortune. A charity shop vase turned out to be a priceless Ming Dynasty artifact. My professional curiosity began to twitch. It was a slow burn, a gradual erosion of my "I'm too cool for antiques" stance. The tipping point, the moment my curiosity finally boiled over, was a story about a woman who had a nude maternity portrait of herself appraised. The expert, with a twinkle in his eye, suggested it could fetch upwards of £2,000 at auction. I'm sorry, what? A personal, intimate painting holding that kind of value? That was it. My preconceived notions shattered. This wasn't just about dusty furniture, this was about human stories, hidden treasures, and the shocking, unpredictable nature of value. I was officially invested. It wasn't an overnight switch. It took a few more weeks of reading these fascinating stories before I finally took the plunge. One Saturday evening, a colleague asked who was covering the Roadshow slot. Before I could even think, I heard myself say, "I'll do it." A beat of silence. Then, a chorus of, "Are you sure? I can take it if you want." In hindsight, writing this now, I have a sneaking suspicion. Was this a collective bluff? Is the entire team a secret society of die-hard Antiques Roadshow fans, all politely pretending it's a chore while secretly desperate to watch? The thought makes me smile. We were all probably racing home, secretly thrilled to see what treasures would be unearthed this week. My first proper viewing felt like coming home to a place I'd never been. The sweeping shots of a beautiful stately home, the gentle hum of the crowd, the genuine warmth of the host making everyone feel at ease. I was expecting stuffy academics, but the experts were more like treasure-hunting storytellers, their eyes lighting up with genuine passion as they uncovered the history of a tarnished silver locket or a forgotten painting. As someone who absolutely loves the thrill of a bargain, the person who will spend an hour sifting through a charity shop for that one perfect find, I felt an immediate kinship with the people in the queue. They were my people. The hopefuls clutching car boot sale paintings, the inheritors of mysterious boxes from the attic, the collectors who simply bought what they loved, hoping its value might one day grow. It's a beautiful art form, a blend of luck, intuition, and patience. I quickly became obsessed. I started getting to know the faces of the experts. I'd find myself getting emotionally swept up in the backstories. An elderly man would present his father's war medals, his voice thick with emotion as he recounted a story of bravery he'd only recently discovered. A young woman would bring in a quirky piece of jewelry her grandmother wore every day, and we'd learn it was from a famous designer. It's about so much more than the money. It's about connection, memory, and the lives these objects have lived before they arrived on that folding table. I find myself leaning closer to the screen, genuinely rooting for them, hoping for a valuation that will bring a tear to their eye and a gasp from the crowd. But this is where my love affair with the show hits a brick wall. This is the one thing that has me, without fail, shouting at my television in utter disbelief. Imagine the scene. A lovely couple has brought in a dusty old painting they found behind a wardrobe during a clear-out. They paid next to nothing for it decades ago. The expert spends 10 minutes lovingly detailing its history, pointing out the masterful brushstrokes, the hidden signature. You can feel the tension building. The couple is holding their breath. The expert looks them in the eye and delivers the verdict. In a gallery today, this would be insured for £50,000. The crowd erupts. The wife's hand flies to her mouth. The husband looks like he might faint. It's a life-changing sum of money. A new car, a paid-off